That's why I hate you! I hate you!
It was something only worse nightmares are made of. 17 men brutally murdered at the hands of the serial killing cannibal Jeffrey Dahmer. 3 decades later, there are new questions about Dahmer's link to an 18th victim, a similar calling card left at a crime scene halfway across the country. Less than a year before Dahmer's arrest, police in Los Angeles were investigating the murder of 25-year-old Billy Newton, also known by his stage name Billy London, an actor from Eau Claire. He left a nightclub in West Hollywood Halloween weekend of 1990, his body parts found in a dumpster the next day.
It's truly a mystery.
Now, an LA filmmaker, Rachel Mason, who considers herself an amateur sleuth, is using her movie-making skills to generate tips on the case.
We can't, deny the fact that a person did bring new testimony in Los Angeles, which could really, truly help a cold case.
Mason's working on a documentary about Newton's unsolved murder. She says she discovered the case while working on a Netflix film about her parents' adult bookstore located near where Newton was killed.
His family deserves to know what happened to him.
Did you ever wonder if it was Jeffrey Dahmer?
I did.
Billy's sister, Michelle Oliver, lives here in Milwaukee, living with the mystery of who killed her brother after he left Wisconsin.
This does kind of, match up to his MO, and so it was always in the back of my mind.
Her brother's cold case now heating up.
And I was there the day that Billy left the bar and was never seen again.
Ron Wheeler told 12 News he believes he saw Dahmer leave the club with Newton that night.
The man that I saw that day I recognized as Jeffrey Dahmer.
Despite reporting the sighting to police years ago, a recent podcast reignited his memory.
It's something that really has stayed with me all of these years, that perhaps I should have done more at the time. Perhaps I should have said more at the time.
Now his tip has reopened the investigation.
So when you get a tip like that all these years later, where do you even begin?
Begin by cracking open the old case file.
LAPD homicide detective John Lamberti gave 12 News a look at the piles of documents he's pulled out of the cold case file.
There's 5 giant 3-ring binders full of investigation files, and they ran down every lead.
In those files, Dahmer's mugshot, fingerprints, and a signed letter from a Milwaukee police captain after questioning him about Newton's murder.
Did Jeffrey Dahmer, was that ever a possibility?
The investigating detectives obviously knew about Dahmer's arrest because it was national news. They immediately thought of this murder.
Dahmer denied the California crime.
He was a very careful, clever criminal.
Perhaps no one knows the Dahmer case better than the man who put him away.
Do you think it's possible that Jeffrey Dahmer killed a man in California and got away with it?
It's possible, but I don't think it's highly likely that he killed 16 people in Wisconsin, 1 person in Ohio, but not elsewhere. And when suspicion has arisen about what he may have done elsewhere, that usually falls flat. That's not to say he didn't do it in California.
Detective Lamberti isn't convinced.
I can't just take somebody's denial at face value. People lie to me all the time.
He says Dahmer's timeline is critical, but difficult to trace.
I've been able to figure out, where he was the week before this murder and the week after this murder, but I haven't been able to track down any sort of official document that shows that he was in Milwaukee at the time of this murder.
There's a week you don't know where he was, and that could be critical in this case.
Right, and there were no victims in Milwaukee during that time.
This vacant, fenced-off lot here near 25th and State is where Dahmer's apartment building once stood, and it's where police found remains of several of the victims. Now this filmmaker and detective are hoping somebody here in Milwaukee might be able to place Dahmer in Los Angeles at the time of the murder.
There's one more reason police believe Dahmer might have gone to the West Coast.
His mother lived in Fresno, which is about 4 hours away from where this murder happened.
The similarities to Dahmer's MO are striking.
People usually don't dismember their victims, and obviously the rest of Billy's body has never been found.
Fresno police did find a severed foot. According to this Milwaukee police report, Dahmer denied that too. The report reads, quote, Jeffrey Dahmer states he has never been in California, specifically Fresno, and denies any involvement in this offense. Without high-definition security cameras, digital footprints, and DNA testing, Lamberti says they're relying on old-fashioned information.
You never know what that little piece of information might be that might help put this all together.
And you want closure, and you don't get it.
What would it mean to you and your family to find out what happened and who did it?
For my personal, it would mean a lot to know what happened to my brother.
In Milwaukee, Hillary Mintz, WISN 12 News.
We asked Milwaukee police about this new lead. They would not comment on the case.
Dahmer himself was killed by a fellow prisoner in 1994. If you have any information that could help, we've posted a link in the 12 News app to submit a tip.